So if you want to just tell me all the sort of different plants we've been planting this morning.
Well, the first thing you might notice is the shape of it. So what we have here is an outdoor learning space for the children. In the primary school, we close that in more like a horseshoe. So it's a more intimate space for the kids, and they probably feel safer. But for secondary schools, they like to have line of sight into it, so they keep it open like that. So we would have been here. We were here in, I think it was June, and we put down layers of cardboard, wood chip mulch, and then left that until now. A bit longer than we expected because the rain has kind of blown us off course a few times. And then we came in and we planted 22 different native species, a mix of evergreens and deciduous. Obviously in Ireland we're limited to the number of evergreens that we have, but they're in there and you can see a little bit of colour, even though the bare roots are all pretty much without leaf.
So what are they?
But you have your spindle.
Spindle, yeah.
So you've got alder, you've got crabapple,
holly,
you've got sweet cherry, you've got holly, you've got oaks, you've got the strawberry tree, Arbutus unato. We have some ground cover plants.
What are they?
These are yew.
Oh, okay, so you're planting yew as well.
Yeah. We don't plant them in primary schools because of the danger of poisoning. But secondary schools, we should get away with it. I mean, a lot of things are toxic. You know, you eat a daffodil bulb that'll kill you. So, you know. But anyway, that's what we've got. We've got some delphiniums to have some colour in the summertime, and we've got, as I say, some ferns that are tolerant of shade. So we're kind of creating a mini forest system as quickly as we possibly can. That's the Miyawaki method. That's what it's all about, trying to accelerate the whole forest making process. And
how did you fall in love with the Miyawaki method, if you could say it that way?
Well, after the week I've had where the rain is stopping everything, I fell out of love with him. I was cursing him, but no, it's basically, it was during COVID when we were in lockdown. We were all just kind of scanning YouTube and whatever, and I came across this Indian guy, Shubhendu Sharma, and he interned with Miyawaki, and he was extolling the virtues of these Miyawaki forests, which I'd never heard of, and I had no background at all. I'm not an expert, I'm not suggesting that my background is banking. And I just thought this made so much sense. And if you look around the school here, you'll just see big expanse of green grass, which they mow endlessly, spewing out CO2 to maintain what's effectively a green desert. So the Stepping Stone Forest project is all about converting lawn into viable mini woodlands that will support native biodiversity. So native species and will support the creatures and lichens and fungi that have evolved with them over the millennia.
Yeah. And in terms of how you see the children, because you've planted a lot of forest now, I know you're on track for 80, but I think you've planted maybe about 50, 60 already. How do you see the reaction of children and communities to your forests?
Yeah, the vast majority of the ones we've planted now have been in schools, but we have done them we've got a golf course, we've got a community centre, equestrian centre, in housing estates. But the schools are great because it gives kids access to something approaching forestry. You know, in Ireland we have precious little native forest left. So it gives them access to something approaching that, and they've helped to create it themselves. So the guys who helped us today were guys and girls. They were third years. They'll get 3 years out of this. When they leave here, this will be something to behold. For a start, you won't be able to penetrate into it. You just won't be able to go into it. It's great for wildlife for that reason, but it will attract all the wildlife. Our oldest one is 4 years old in Shawmulch Park.
I was just going to ask you.
It's bursting with biodiversity. Absolutely bursting. I mean, 2 years ago, I saw a fox wander out of one. Now, not terribly unusual, but there was something in there that was attracting. Yeah. If that was bare grass, you probably would have just walked past. Yeah. So
it's got no life.
Yeah.
And how far do you feel this can go in terms of forests in Ireland? Are you feeling you're getting good traction, let's say, from communities and from the government?
It's no government support, direct support yet, and I think. Coming back to your question, great support in the Tallaght area, which is where I'm from. Most schools in Tallaght now have one of these, or a stepping stone pond, which is another arm of what we do. Some have both. They're really
together.
greedy. I like a greedy school, give me both, So yeah, most of them. But there's a limit to what I can do as an individual, or the other action, which are the main organisation, voluntary organisation. You know, we work part-time. Most of us are retired. There's a limit to what we can do. But what we're hoping to do is inspire people that, you know, what we do here is not rocket science. So you put down your cardboard, put down your mulch, in whatever scale you can manage. Yeah. You know, this is 600 trees squeezed into about 200 square meters. Yeah. You know, so that's the ratio.
It is incredible.
Yeah, and I know the purists and some foresters say, nonsense, they won't last. They'll certainly last longer than the quilture inspired, you know, these crops that'll be harvested in 30 years. And they haven't supported anything in their lifetime, and they'll just be replaced with another crop. Yeah. You know, they're not forests at all. Yeah. These will be something like a forest. Yeah. I mean, the Miyawaki claim is that you can create a forest with all the characteristics of a 100-year-old forest within a 10-year span. Right. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll tell you in about 6 years' time.
We'll wait to see. I know I was going to say. And maybe one final question for you then. If you could choose any location for one of these in Ireland and you had carte blanche, where might you choose? Anywhere?
Anywhere.
That might be a little bit
I've never been asked that question
interesting.
Before. Where would I think the Phoenix Park is an obvious place. I mean, it's just vast greenness. And it's a wonderful facility right in the heart of the city.
So maybe in the President's.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about in the President's house?
In where people can see it,
or
where people can
Uptown.
Appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. If
so this is a call to Catherine.
If Catherine wants to come knocking on my door, I'll certainly be there to plant it for her. We'll get 2 visits out of it, because every forest is two events. You have to do the prep, and then you come back a number of months later and you do the planting. Yeah. And that's great for us when we're giving the message to the kids. We get to reinforce it the second time.
Yes.
And today we launched our Stepping into Nature booklet, which I can't give you a copy of because I've just given them all to the school, but I can send you it in PDF. Okay. And that is just kind of an educational overlay, so that the children will be able to get extra value under guidance from the teachers from the forest. So they're just exercise and things that they can do within their own little mini woodland.
Sounds fantastic. John, thank you so much. You're fantastic, and this is a wonderful looking mini forest, and it'll be more amazing, I know. Thanks a million.
You're welcome.